coffee based on microbial analysis. Researchers Dexter E. Borilla, Christy May M. Pamplona, Angeline C. Pelayo, and Dexter C. Sarte from Bicol University Pulangi Campus. Presenter Dexter E. Y. Borilla.
Good day everyone, I am Dexter Yaguburilla, a student of Bicol University Pulangi Campus. Today, I will discussing to you the study entitled Shelf Life Storage Study of Rice Coffee based on microbial analysis. For the introduction, coffee is one of the world's most popular beverages that some claim is the most widely consumed liquid aside from water. But we have to aware about the health effects brought by drinking too much coffee. Coffee consumption is associated with increases in several cardiovascular disease risk factors, including blood pressure and plasma homeostasis. At present, there is little evidence that coffee consumption increases the risk of cancer. People with hypertension, children, adolescents, and the elderly may be more vulnerable to the adverse effects of coffee. Shelf-life storage is an important requirement of the product. Shelf-life is determined directly by conducting storage trials of the product under defined storage conditions. And here are the objectives of the study. First, determine the correct procedure in making rice coffee. Second, determine the acceptability of rice coffee as to color, aroma, texture, and taste. Third, determine the packaging materials that extends shelf life of the rice coffee. Here are bottles, tin can, and plastic foil. Fourth, determine the shelf life storage of rice coffee in 1 month and 2 years. Tutorial characteristics of the rice coffee. Determine the cost of production. The study used a hedonic scale, or also known as 7-layered scale. For the results and discussion, determination of the correct procedure of rice coffee are the following. Gather the raw material, prepare all the tools and equipment needed, clean or remove the small stone from the raw materials, preheat the pan by applying the medium setting of heat, pour the main raw materials on heated pan. Continuously stir the rice and treatment the required roasting time. Cool down the roasted rice. Package the finished product using the bottle jars. Lastly, label the finished product. Determination of the acceptability of the rice coffee in terms of color, aroma, texture, and taste. Summary of rice coffee based on different roasting time. So we have here 3 criteria, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, and 60 minutes. And the prepared sample of the evaluators was the 60 minutes roasting time of rice coffee. Determination of the packaging materials that extend the shelf life of rice coffee. In 1 month, we have criteria of packaging materials, which are bottle, tin can, and plastic foil. Plastic foil third rank was tin can. In 2 months, bottle for plastic foil got the first rank, bottle got the second rank, and tin can got the third rank. Determination of the shelf life storage of rice coffee in 1 month, 2 months by the sensorial characteristic of the rice coffee and laboratory results of microbial analysis. So first, sensorial characteristic of the rice coffee. In bottle, 1 month and 2 months, got the average weighted mean of 6.23 and 6.45. In tin can, got the average weighted mean of 6.19 and 6.45. Plastic foil in 1 month and 2 months, get the highest. I get the average weighted mean of 6.45 and 6.59. So plastic foil in 2 months get the highest average weighted mean. Um, this the summary, the table. Okay. Laboratory results of rice coffee based on microbial analysis in 1 month. So this is tested by the DOST Region 5. Um, moisture, they measure the moisture content and pH content of the sample, and they are all remarked as pass. And here is yeast and molds count and E. coli count was also tested by the DOST Region 5, and they are all remarked as pass. And here is for the 2 months, the moisture and pH content was also tested by the DOST Region 5, and they are all remarked as pass. For the yeast and molds count and E. coli count, they are all also tested by the DOST Region 5, and they are all remarked as pass. Determination of the cost of the production of rice coffee. Ingredients: 2 kilos of rice, price 80 pesos, 1 pack tea bag, and it's 115 pesos. Plastic foil 60 pesos, label and print 200 pesos, LPG 300 pesos, water 50 pesos, labor 82.50 pesos, fair 150 pesos. The total cost is 1,037.50 pesos. For the conclusions, the correct procedure of making rice coffee are the following: gather the raw material, which is rice, prepare all the tools and equipment needed, clean or remove the small stones present in the raw materials, preheat the pan by applying standard temperature of heat. Pour the main raw material on the heated pan, continuously stir the rice coffee until it met the required roasting time. Cool down the roasted rice, package the finished product using the plastic foil, and label the finished products. 2. 60 minutes of roasting rice is the most preferred time for the respondent based on the criteria of color, aroma, texture, and taste. 3. The preferred packaging materials that extend shelf life and storage of the rice coffee is the plastic foil. Number 4. In sensorial characteristics of rice coffee based upon the respondent responses that is stored in 1 month and 2 months was the plastic foil packaging. All the laboratory results of the sample are marked as pass and is still safe to consume. Number 5. The total cost of the production of rice coffee amount of 1,037.50 pesos. The price per tea bag is 6.40 pesos. For the recommendation, number 1, the further study of shelf life storage of rice coffee can be conducted. 2. Combination of rice coffee with their ingredients is recommended. Design for the best packaging materials for the productions and marketing of rice coffee is encouraged. The shelf life of rice coffee in 3 months is still in good condition and still consumable. The cost production of rice coffee is minimal and affordable. And that's the end of my discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dexter Borilla. We now proceed again to the question and answer. Let us have first Sir Edison. Sir Edison, go ahead po. Hello? Okay, our judges are not
Sir
allowed to
Edison,
open.
can you check your mic na po?
Ayan, okay na po. So, the Zoom is telling me that I am not allowed to open the mic. That's why I was not able to ask questions a while ago. Thank you, Maria. What's your name again, sir?
Dexter
Person.
po.
Okay,
Dexter
thank you,
Borilla.
Dexter, for your presentation. I have some questions lang, mabilis lang to, and some recommendations. No? So, ang tanong ko, how many di ba nag-sensory evaluation kayo? So, I am not a food scientist
sir.
or technologist. So, I am not really familiar with how does this evaluation work. No, pero ilan yung participants sa evaluation? Wala kasing nakalagay ata dun sa paper. Ilan yung nag-grade ng 1 to 7
65.
ay
65
65?
respondents po, sir.
So,
Opo.
paano sila napili?
Actually, sir, meron po kami doon, pinag-classify, 5 barangay officials, then 20 PSFT students, and 40 randomly selected po.
Okay, thank you. And then, syempre, hindi na, yun. So, yun lang yung isa kong tanong. And then, also, since we mentioned about, dito, food micro kasi yung concern nito, actually, the 3 papers are food safety and hygiene. Okay, so, my another question is, well, I agree with the, nag-yeast and mold test kayo, di ba? Tama ba? Nag-yeast and mold test din kayo? Or nag-avail kayo ng service for yeast and mold?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I agree with that. Kasi, yes, it's a measure of stability, okay, of a food item or a food product, okay. And more important siya compared to the hygiene practices. Yung stable ba siya sa kanyang condition na na-mention na rin ni Ms. Kat kanina. And then for predictive microbiology, I just suggest na since you are recommending storage material for it and you are sealing them, okay, the food items are hermetically sealed, like for example in tin can or in what other packaging materials you have used, plastic container. I suggest na one good measure, instead of moisture content, okay, kasi alam naman natin na common yung moisture content, but in food microbiology, it's better to report these information as water availability or water activity, which is really the measure of the tendency or the possibility of microbial growth in a particular product. And at the same time, since you are recommending and sealing, or as you are sealing the food item, or you are recommending a storage material, one good measure is the test for spore formers. Kasi isisil mo sila and yun yung also mag-check pa ng additional, magbibigay siya ng additional information sa shelf life. Kasi di ba yun yung mga nag-grow kapag yung mga spore formers or anaerobic bacteria, sila yung nag-grow sa mga nakaseal na mga package. And that should be added to the yeast and mold count and to your E. coli count. Actually, kahit walang E. coli, the total pay count or aerobic, total pay count is just okay. Okay. Those are just my recommendations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Edison. Let's have Ma'am Marian.
Yes. Hello, congratulations. No, ito ba yung kasi kami nung bata kami, no, meron din ginagawa yung mga yung lola ko na binubus ng bigas, no? And then meron siyang beneficial effect, especially kung masakit yung tiyan na. So parang ito ba yun? Parang ito yung nakikita kong rice coffee mo, rice coffee.
Yes po, ma'am.
O iba oo. Tapos anong variety kaya ng bigas ang ginamit ninyo? Have you checked kung anong variety ng bigas?
Natural white rice po, ma'am.
Oh, I think you have to check that kasi baka magkakaiba ang lasa and sensory attributes if you're going to use different varieties of rice, no?
Opo.
So I think you need to check that kung anong variety ng rice ang ginamit niyo for this coffee. Pero very comprehensive yung report niyo. Almost everything naman ay nandoon. So siguro just an additional recommendation that you can place. It's better to check also the proximate analysis as well as the nutritional analysis of this rice coffee. Perhaps hindi sa inyo, but you can just recommend it. So yung susunod sa inyo who will continue your research, and you can also perhaps extend as a recommendation kasi 1 and 2 months lang yung ginawa nyo for shelf life, no? Perhaps you can extend it for a longer period just to check kung you can store it longer than the 2 months. So it's good that it passed, in terms of microbiological analysis. So yun lang po yung tanong ko, and congratulations.
Hello,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Your turn now.
Hello? Yung ano ko.
Opo, ma'am.
Yes, hello. I would like to also congratulate you with your research. I'm very happy because yung mga research talaga that were presented today are very, are related to Bicol. So, just like this one, ito yung rice coffee. So, in Bicol, we call it tinutong na baga.
Tinutong.
Yes, tinutong. So, like what Ma'am Marian said, so yung mga elderly, they like to drink this in the afternoon. So, even during breakfast. So, actually, yun sabi ni Ma'am Marian, very comprehensive. I would like to agree on that. It's very comprehensive. And it's good to know that these all pass in yung laboratory analysis. So, here, in the table that you have presented. So, in first month and second month. So, I actually, yun lang, more on the din, sabi ni Sir Edison, on the other parameters or other test organisms that you can use. So, yung spore formers, very particular din tayo on that, since you are dealing with yung storage and temperature conditions na best for these food products. So, more of yun lang, actually. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dexter.
Yeah.
And now we proceed to the last, but not the least, the research entitled